sponsors that make this show possible.
Tylenol, Bayer, Aleve, Excedrin, Advil, Rogaine, Bengay, Viagra, Ritalin, and the ADHD Foundation.
That's right! In fact, if you haven't noticed already, this entire show is really just a byproduct of ADHD. But hey, it's really cool to see some kids in the audience tonight. You guys must have some really awesome parents to bring you to a show that encourages you to make noise. In fact, it reminds me of when I was a little kid, and I knew that I was going to be a drummer. I was destined for it. Because I gave my parents a headache. The first thing was to convince them that I could play drums. So I waged drumming warfare in our household, and everything was fair game. I would take paint buckets, I would take paint cans full of paint, spill them all over carpets everywhere and stuff. My favorite was the dashboard in my mom's car. But sooner or later, my parents recognized that I had a real passion for playing drums. And I can remember getting really excited one Christmas. I knew this was going to be the Christmas that I finally got a drum set. So we went out of town, we went to my grandparents' house, and Christmas Day, I didn't care how many toys I got, I just wanted a drum set. And I didn't get one, and I was really, really bummed. But I remember coming home, and the first thing that we did when we walked in the house, my mom sort of nudged me, she said, go check in the living room. And I went in the living room, and she had gotten me a snare drum, just a tiny little snare drum, and I absolutely cherished that thing. And it wasn't long before I had a whole drum kit, and then eventually, I was just a havoc in the household. And I don't know if any of you out there have somebody in your life that encouraged you, or inspired you, or really pushed you to your full potential, but I'm so fortunate for my mother, because she made so many sacrifices around the house so that I could do what I loved, and that I could pursue my passion of playing drums. I remember she would come home from working hard days, and it didn't matter that I just wanted to give her a bunch of headaches and play drums. If dinner was ready, she would come into my room, and instead of cutting me off in the middle of a song to tell me to come to the kitchen table, she would come on in and she would sit down and she would watch me finish the rest of the song. And when I was a kid, I had no concept of fortune or fame or a career playing drums or anything like that. I just did it because I loved it. And it was me in a bedroom by myself. But the joy on my mom's face when she watched me play drums eventually made me believe that maybe I could do it and other people would enjoy it too. And that's why it's really cool to see kids here in the audience, because I know that I was just taken to a bunch of concerts and my mom encouraged me. She told me to go after what I love to do. So hopefully you get the same opportunity. So tonight, I'm going to play a drum solo. I'm going to dedicate it to my mom, to everybody else that inspires us. Are you with me?
Ha ha ha.